what's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides. We are here at the 2023 edition of the Detroit Auto Show, and guess what? Chevrolet not only surprised me, but it's gonna surprise a lot of other people because obviously a lot of excitement coming from Chevrolet. We brought you the Traverse, that redesigned tracks. Of course, we just got in late last night from Colorado with the C8 E-Ray. Well, guess what? The Camaro is still available, and there's a special one for model year 2024, and it's right here next to me. This is the 2024 Chevy Camaro ZL1 Collector's Edition. But before we get into this Panther Black special muscle car-esque sports car, let's talk about what's going on here. The Camaro, been around since 1967. Code name was the Panther Project, and that's why they call this color Panther Black. Now, I'm so glad that we're here and we're getting special access because it really isn't black like the pictures make it out to be. Lori's gonna show you with her awesome camera work, and by turning on that light, that it's really gonna allow us to bring you all of the special features. Now, 67 was the first year. Obviously, it came to an end in 2002. A lot of people, including yours truly, was sad when they disappeared, but they came back in 2010. But once again, we're right back where we started. This is the final year of the Chevy Camaro as we know it. So what I want to find out is this the one to buy, or are you going to regret passing on it for this collector's edition? Let's dive in and let's find out. Right off the bat, this Panther Black is absolutely stunning. It really is a satin finish on the car rather than a gloss. And what's interesting, it's more of a satin gray than it is a black. Really shows the accentuated lines that already exist in the Camaro ZL1. Now, what's fascinating is that if you want one of these, you better get on it pronto because this is only gonna be one of 350 available. And guess what? Production for the Camaro ends January 2024. So it's not like you could wait until December of 2024 and order a Camaro. Production ends January 2024. Now, with this being the ZL1, you get that aggressive style, and that's something that really matches what's underneath the hood. Of course, we're still gonna have that LT4 supercharged V8, 650 horsepower, 650 pound-feet of torque. And the great news is you could get it with that slick shifting 6-speed Tremec manual transmission, or you could still get it with the 10-speed automatic. Now with the Panther Black, you'll notice how, like I said, it just makes those lines that were already there pop out even more. Of course, you're gonna get the LED headlights. Working our way down, we had those ginormous softball size corner air intakes for all the heat exchangers, the LED lighting, and you'll notice that we actually have the front splitter plucked off the ZL1 1LE. So I have a Camaro ZL1 1LE. They actually are taking that off the 1LE, adding it to the ZL1 Collector's Edition. The only difference is on the ZL1 1LE, this is a flat black. You'll notice that we have the carbon flash metallic, nice sparkly gloss black. You got the end plates. The only thing that's missing are the canards, those dive planes. But you know what? I think with this being the Collector's Edition, it does give it that cleaner style to accentuate the lines. Now, as we come across the front grille, massive amounts of air. And I don't know any other Chevrolet vehicle that's come out of their factories that's looked as mean and as aggressive as the ZL1 and the 1LE. So you're gonna have the massive lower grille, all functional with our ZL1 badge. And then of course, it's not gonna be a ZL1 unless it has the flow tie. Remember, that was brought about in 2014 with the Z28 Camaro. Remember, they made the Z28, that naturally aspirated 7-liter 427 underneath the hood of the Z28. They came up with the flow tie to help more air flow through, and they brought it to the ZL1. Now, as we rise up, that Panther Black showing almost like a stealth fighter look to that upper hood and front nose. You're gonna have carbon flash metallic on your functional heat extractor, not fake, fully functional with the ZL1 badge, and that LT4 still hand assembled in Bowling Green, Kentucky at the GM Performance Plant. And that's also the home of the Chevrolet Corvette. Now, as we come around the bend, what are we working wheel and tire setup? Of course, you're still gonna get those ZL1 standard 20-inch wheels. Absolutely phenomenal V-spoke design. I love the way they just have a nice shimmer against the paint. You got those massive tomato sauce red Brembo calipers, 6-piston calipers, 2-piece rotors. This vehicle is not only about straight line performance, but also about handling as well. And with it being one of just 350, this is one heck of a way to send off the Chevrolet Camaro. Now coming down the side, I'm gonna have Lori kind of swing around. Love the way they added this Camaro badge for the collector's edition. Looks classy, nothing too over the top. Of course, we have carbon flash metallic on the mirror caps, and along the bottom, that lower side sill extension really brings in a cohesive design to the whole vehicle. Of course, when it comes to the fuel filler door, you are gonna get what normally is optional, but you do have the carbon fiber blacked out fuel filler door. Just another nice touch, and I'm glad that they have it there on the collector's edition. Those meaty Goodyear F1 supercar tires. And then just like up front, we have the arrow from the 1LE, the splitter. We have the carbon fiber rear spoiler. So this is exactly the same wing that's on my ZL1 1LE. It's on this collector's edition. Love the carbon fiber. And then up top, I want Lori to show how they did the nice carbon flash metallic hood stripe. So it goes from the hood to the roof onto the trunk. I think that was smart. They actually took the design of the heat extractor that was already there and pulled it back, sort of like a piece of bubble gum, pulled it back and had it come all the way to the rear trunk. That carbon fiber rear wing is just stunning. And then dropping it like it's hot, what do we got going on? You're gonna have your GM Performance exhaust. You can keep it quiet, make peace with the neighbors, or you can make it louder and just piss everybody off and let that LT4 sing. That's the way I like to do it. LED lighting with the clear smoked lenses on the back. And then as we finish it off, of course, you're gonna have that blacked out bow tie and the mighty ZL1 badge. Well, guess what? Life isn't about what you know, but who you know. And we have the doors unlocked. Let's take a little quick peek of what is inside the collector's edition ZL1. All right, guys, we got to thank everybody that made this happen for getting us access inside this ZL1 collector's edition. I know you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, how do I get one? You definitely need to get in contact with your favorite Chevy dealers. And I'm going to close this door just for fun because there's only one of 350 available. So they're making this very limited, and rightfully so, because it's a very special car. The great news is if you don't want a ZL1, you could also get it as an SS as well. So that's another nice touch. Plus, if you go ZL1, you get a custom collector's edition Shinola watch. So that famous watch brand based here in Detroit, you get the collector's watch as well with the collector's edition. But let's see what other touches are on the interior to the door panels. I absolutely love the style that they continue with that Alcantara microfiber suede material. You'll notice on the top the red stitching, and then you got still that ambient lighting with the texture. You look at the way they did that. It almost looks like carbon fiber, but it's not. It actually has a nice little sheen to it with the ambient lighting and a door pocket large enough, I would say, for about 2 track day Twinkies. That's all you're gonna be able to fit in there. Now going from the door panel to the dash, we have on the collector's edition that optional, which you could get for your standard ZL1, carbon fiber dash area, but this one, it comes on the collector's edition. You come on in, you're still gonna get your 8-inch infotainment system, all the goodies, heated seats, ventilated seats, the whole shabam, but this is where the magic happens. This is that Tremec 6-speed transmission, one of the best in the industry. If you don't know how to dance on your tinkle toes, you could actually still get the 10-speed automatic. So something to think about with that. 2 cup holders, love the way they still do the red stitching. And then the seats are Recaros. And what's interesting, where other brands give you Recaros, but they take away all the amenities, Chevy doesn't do that. You get the great Recaros. They're full electric assist, and they're heated, and they're ventilated. But that's not the end of the story. Come on over to the business end. This is the last time. I'm really sad. I'm glad I have some tissues ready. This is probably gonna be one of the last Camaro reviews. Come on over. Let me show you behind the wheel. All right, guys, get your tinkle toes over here. I'm gonna keep saying it because you know what? This is the business end. You have your aluminum sill plate with the Camaro name, LED lit up. Down in the pedal box, aluminum clutch, brake pedal and throttle. I just wish they would have made an aluminum dead pedal, but guess what? Special Camaro Collector's Edition floor mats. That's worth an additional 5 horsepower. There's also going to be a serial plate that's numbered in the car. This one being a pre-production does not have it. And if you're wondering, what about price, Joe? I guess this is the big question. I almost forgot. Added price to a standard ZL1 is $15,000 for this collector's edition. I don't know. It seems like it's worth it to me, the way they made all the touches, especially the paint job. Of course, you got your full power assist on these Recaros, nice bolstering to hold you in, and then the steering wheel, check it out. Alcantara all the way around, flat bottom, and there's the plate, they added it. Number 1 of 350, I'm taking this one home, Lori. We got the Panther logo right there. Of course, you got the automatic rev match downshift, which you could turn on and off with the paddles. But it's so great that they put the number plate on the wheel so you could stare at it while you're sitting at a light. Don't do it on your track day because you always want to look where you want to go. But I'm going to figure out if there's a way for me to drive this one out of here and just drive it down to Clearwater and keep it. But until I make that happen, let's wrap it up from Detroit. All right, guys, it's been an awesome time, but it's also a sad time knowing that this is the end of a legend, been around since 1967. Definitely got to thank the whole Chevrolet team for helping us make this happen, especially getting to that interior. But let me know what you think. Are you ready? Have you been waiting for some special magical moment to buy a Camaro, whether it be an SS or a ZL1? And is this the time for you to buy it? Let me know in that comment section if you're gonna pull the trigger. But if you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raity's Rides family. Of course, we gotta thank Lori, LG Raiti, working that camera like a champ. Show her some love in the comment section. Thank you, Lori, for all that you do. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.